Okay, so today is September 29th, Sunday, and I am back because yesterday I made a video about, um, I guess, the tension that we all feel in the house, and I need to kind of boil it over into something, and yeah, so I'm just coming back today because, I don't know, I've had time to calm down and think and reason with myself, and even when I said something to Desh yesterday about being at peace with speaking your truth or living your truth, because that's essentially what she did. She stood up in her truth, and sometimes people don't know how to react to when you stand up in your truth, or either it blindsides them that you're so honest, or that you would even say anything, but it says a lot about themselves how they react to it. So, yeah, and that was kind of like the lesson, the lesson I think that we're learning with this particular incident is just, you can't be afraid to speak your truth or live your truth or be who you are. You can't be afraid to do that, because that's essentially like the key. I feel the key to life, the key to happiness, at least. If you want to be happy, you have to live authentically, and authentically means you have to be honest. You have to have courage. You have to be willing to see things not just for your own good, but like how that affects other people, and everything. You can't just look at life so one-sided, so on your side, as if life is happening to you, and not life is happening, you're not happening with life. Like, life is always happening, it's always happening. I'm sitting here right now, and every time the breeze goes by, it's like you're reminded that life is happening, whether you're happy or sad, or whatever you're doing in your everyday life, it doesn't matter, because life is out here happening. I mean, the breeze, look at this. The breeze through the trees and the leaves, like, it's just so, like, mystifying and captivating. It just makes everything, all of our trivial kind of, like, issues with each other, it's just so stupid. It just makes them seem so small, so stupid, That's why I like to get out in nature. That's why I like to get out in nature a lot. I don't think it's no coincidence that I landed right here, right now, with this realization. And just when you think that you don't know, well, it's not even that I think I know everything. It's not even that I think I know everything. It's just that I'm so curious. Like, I'm so curious to know. Like, I'm so curious to understand. And life is like the ultimate mystery. It's the ultimate mystery. Because no one knows for sure, No one knows for sure, but life has been happening on Earth for billions of years. And I'm sorry, this particular time, like, people have been around the Earth for about, the last 10,000, I could be wrong here, I'm going to say 100,000 years, people have been on Earth, and in that period of time, maybe in the last 500 years or so, has there been such a claim placed on this earth from people, and people claim, what I mean by claim is like a system like a government system, or a monetary system, or a religious system. Like, now we have like global systems, and I don't know if that is necessarily a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing, because I mean, we all live here, and we all kind of have to live together. And to have something that would benefit everyone and also benefit the earth, I think would be like the utmost importance. Like, I think everybody would agree with that. But then you have these people who create these systems, and I don't think that's not their main priority. Their main priority is maybe is making money. First off, making money and staying in control. That is their purpose. That is what they want. And for the last 500 years, I would say that they've been in charge. I'm not saying that they haven't, like, this kind of human has never been around. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying they've mastered it enough to control the rest of us into believing that we need this system. And I'm just thinking, shit, life has been around for at least 4 billion years on this planet, and it hasn't needed a system, but all of a sudden now it needs a system. And then the system makes you believe that you need hella shit. Oh, go to this school, get this degree, get this job, wear this clothes. I just don't think that life was meant for that. Like, I really don't think that life was meant for that. And it wasn't until I quit my job that I realized it was not. Because when you don't have anything, you really learn what you're made of. You really learn what life is made of. Because life is not about having things and money and its status and all that. Life is about learning. Life is about love. Life is about creating and innovating. And, like, life is beautiful. Like, life is beautiful. Life is a struggle. But I think it's only the struggle that you kind of place on yourself, you know? Even the most remote people have struggles. I'm not saying struggle doesn't exist, but a struggle to live an authentic life and a struggle to maintain a fictitious life is two different struggles. Like, I'd rather struggle living my authentic life than struggle trying to maintain an image or status in this society, because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. And the more and more I learn about myself and spirituality and the earth and just metaphysics, it's like, it just makes so much sense. Like, it just, and I'm a very logical person, and some of it isn't logical, but that's what makes sense, you know? I don't think we're supposed to know everything, but I know that love is the answer. Love is the answer. Love is the way. Love is what creates life, you know? Love is what creates life. So if love is not the center of the systems, if love is not the center of our government or our banking system, like, then what is it, you know? What is it? And that's a question you'll have to ask yourself. You'll have to answer yourself. And I wish enough people would do that. Like, I wish enough people would just challenge what they think they know, you know? Because for a long time, I was going off of what someone else, what society told me was right, was good, was everything. And it turned out to be completely wrong. And I put myself on that. Like, I chose not to question anything. It just was the way that people live. Like, it was just a way of life. Everybody in my family, you know, my family does this. This is what, you know. So I'm not saying that you're wrong for believing that you are doing something right, or you're trying to do better. I get that, but it's much more to life than just what you do and what you have. It's who you are, and this society doesn't teach you who you are. It teaches you who they want you to be, not who you are. And learning who you are, learning what you're made of, and learning your purpose is such a beautiful thing. Like, it's such a beautiful thing. It has been the most beautiful time of my life. The scariest time, the most, like, intense time, the most nerve-wracking time, but the most beautiful experience I've ever had. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to have experienced it. I'm so grateful to everyone who's helped me, who's just been there for me and supported me, and who pray for me and think about me. And I'm just so grateful for all the people who love me, and I love them all. I do. I love love them all, especially Des, because I mean, I love her the most. So I'm just so grateful for this experience, and I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like this is my step. Like, this is my next step. I'm on a different pedal now. I'm living a different life, a better life, and I'm gonna go back in here and I'm gonna get on this work, and I'm gonna do it knowing that this is the beginning. Like, this is the beginning of this new life. So I'm not gonna be overwhelmed. I'm gonna take my time. If I get a headache, I'll just take a break while I get the headache, and I'll keep going, because this is where it is. This is your time, babe. I love you, and